Hello, everybody, and welcome to vlog episode number 4 from the roads we roam. My name is Russ.
And I'm Carrie, and today we're talking to you from Hartsville, Tennessee.
Yes.
Yes. Weather report out here today, high of 46, and it gets worse. Low tonight of 25.
Remind me why we came here?
Because I came to see my family. See how much I love them all.
My family's in Florida and Hawaii. We should have gone and saw them.
We're working our way down there. But today was pretty much a travel day for us. Russ, why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I was stressing a little bit. It seems like it's always raining when we go to set up.
Every time.
Yeah, and it was raining this morning, but come set up time, the rain kind of went away. So Carrie and I got everything unhooked. Then we hitched up and pulled out of there before the rain started hitting. So it was pretty good.
And it is true what they say. It has been getting easier and easier every time we do it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like driving. You know, when you first started driving, you're like, okay, 10 and 2 or whatever those things are, here and here, and check this mirror, check that mirror, check this mirror, brakes and gas and all that stuff, where now it's starting to slow down. We don't have to remember all that stuff. It's becoming kind of second nature.
The one part I'm worried about is becoming too confident.
Yeah.
So that's why
Abby's under the table.
Our ghost table. No, that's my one concern that I'm trying to be very conscious about. Yep. And so, if you notice, I go into my anal tendencies to double check everything, triple check everything, and Russ will be like, "I got it, I checked it, I got it." Yeah. But
no, it's smart, and yeah, I do lose. I wouldn't say I lose patience, but I get in a rush, and that's when you get in trouble. It's just like my old career field, which was law enforcement. When you become complacent, that's when you get in trouble, and so it's good that you're not letting us get complacent.
So, what are we going to do while we are in Hartsville besides visit my family? Well, it's kind of coordinated with it. First thing, my father has a friend. My father made the mistake of mentioning to Russ that he has a friend who has some prime metal detecting area that he might let him on. So that's how I got Russ to come this way.
Now, so Carrie's father, his doctor, his general practice doctor, has land where some Yankee troops camped.
Yep.
They actually came through this valley right here out in front of us. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they marched through this valley that we're sitting in, and then they camped. I don't know which direction it is, but they camped at her father's doctor's property, and then there was a battle of Hartsville, just a little ways away. So I'm excited. I wish it were a Confederate camp, just because I haven't dug a whole lot of Confederate relics. But anytime you get on Civil War stuff, whether it's Yankee or Union and Confederate, it's a great opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know, are you going to be able to get out and dig with me?
Oh, yes.
You didn't get to do much Civil War digging in Alabama, so this should make up for it.
Okay. Sorry, Heath. Then Russ actually came out for work out to this area a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And my sister and her husband took him out to eat at this one restaurant. And ever since he's been talking about it. So I know that's on the plan. Where is it? I can't remember.
It's in Nashville. It's a Brazilian steakhouse, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name. Did you talk to your sister? Did she give you the name of it?
Yeah, she said some
Del Ricio or
Rodizio.
Rodizio. Oh, amazing.
That's it.
It's one of those Brazilian steak places where they got all kinds of meat. Chicken, steak, shrimp, fish, whatever.
No, but tell them what Josh, my brother-in-law, what he said they do at the table.
They've got this little wooden block. One side is green, one side is red. And the waiters will just keep coming around with the food as it comes out of the kitchen. And as long as your green side is sticking up, they'll stop and offer you the meats. But so if you need to catch up, you're getting full, or you need to slow down a little bit, you just flip it up on red, they won't come by. Josh had an awesome name for this thing. He calls it the meat faucet. I mean, this is a vegan's nightmare, but I'm looking forward to going there. Great food, a little pricey, and I did learn a lesson from Josh last time. Last time I got some potatoes and some stuff. He said, stay away from the carbs, man, that'll fill you up. You know, and you're paying a pretty penny for this stuff, so I'm going to skip the carbs. You should too. Okay. Just eat the meat. It's amazing.
Speaking of Josh.
Well, this is the Josh show.
Yes, Josh, this is your hour. No. What will follow is when we document these things. So all of the things that we're talking about, we will capture video, and we will be putting them in our highlight videos that will be released on our weekend episodes. Yep. So anybody that's wondering behind the scenes, or they want to see actual
what we're talking about and where we are, we do a video. They take a little bit longer because they require a little bit more editing and thought. But yes, we will have all of this in another video. I know a guy mentioned in our last vlog, episode 3, any chance on a video of what you guys are talking about. What I guess what he means is kind of what we're talking about now, you know. Yes. But yes, of course, these videos are coming up. And if you watch here probably tomorrow, I will have that video up of what we were talking about in episode 3.
Okay. No. Tomorrow we won't have the Jack Daniels one. But we will have.
Oh yeah. We'll have the Alabama one.
With us just getting on the road, we're still finding our way and our rhythms and what we can do and what we can feasibly not do. We'll keep you posted on that. But for sure, everything that we're talking about on these little excursions that we do, we are capturing them, and you will get to see them on our more involved feature videos, just not in the vlogcast. So. Speaking of Josh, backtracking a little bit.
Yeah, Josh, he's a Star Wars freak.
He loves Star Wars.
I mean, like, dresses up, has, like, armor. I think it's Mandalorian armor. I'm sorry. If I said the wrong thing, I apologize. But I think it's Mandalorian armor. It looks like Boba Fett.
Someone wants to play dress up.
Hey, if Josh will let me, if he's got another one that I can get inside, or if I can...
He may not let you try his, though. That's
maybe
personal.
Just a piece of it.
No, that's personal.
Okay, maybe he's got something I can put on. I don't know.
He'll probably try to convince you to make your own.
Star Wars
so if you
guy.
could make your own, what would you be?
What would I be?
For Star Wars cosplay. Is that what the term is, cosplay?
I'd probably be a stormtrooper.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like stormtroopers.
Okay, you could be a stormtrooper.
Yep. That's what I'd be.
All right. There you go. You heard it here first. All right. One of the other things Russ and I had talked about that we thought might be interesting for you, we're going to do a little segment called High-Low.
Yeah.
Every day, we'll talk about our high with our experiences.
Well, our high points and our low points.
And our low points.
Yeah.
So the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you already kind of mentioned the high for the day. I guess the high point would be it stopped raining, right? Yeah, it stopped raining, and we hitched up, and I wasn't soaked. You weren't soaked when we got back in the car. That's a win in my book.
Yeah.
Low point.
You discovered this.
Yeah, so. I did. Russ stopped to get gas, and I turned around to talk with the dogs. Yes, I talked to the dogs. And as I looked in the back, I noticed the entire roof on the back of our truck was wet.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, where the light is on the roof towards the rear of the cab,
there's a little exterior brake light back there.
There's got to be a leak back there. And as I looked at it further, there were marks where it had been wet before and it had dried even beyond where it currently was.
Yeah.
So it leads me to believe that it has happened before. We just didn't notice it. The thing is, we lived in West Texas where it rained all of 5 days a year.
And before that, we lived in Vegas where it never's rained ever in history.
So, it could have been compromised before, but we just never noticed it because of the lack of rain.
Find it on the road now.
It's been raining nonstop since we've hit the road. So,
but you know what? You know the good thing is?
What?
We bought silicone.
For here.
In case we needed to stop any leaks here. So we'll let it dry out a little bit if it ever does. And then we'll go up there and we'll silicone around that.
So we've got what we need. So there's a high point.
Yeah. I think that'll take care of the issue.
But thankfully it wasn't anything major. But it was kind of a bummer just noticing something like that. All right. On to the topic of the day. I figured tying in with the high-low, today we would kind of review the issues that we've had on the road so far.
Yeah.
We've been on the road all 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Today's our 3-week
That's
anniversary.
Right. We left on Friday. So we have discussed these ahead of time. Carrie wrote them down. She sent me an email with them here, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it. So I'm just going to let you go ahead and
I'll mention it, and then you can elaborate on them. How about that?
Okay, but you got to be my color person, though.
I don't know what that is.
That means you got to make it interesting.
I'm going to fail you miserably.
Just talk with me with it. We'll get through it.
Okay. All right. So one of the ones that I put on here, I learned, it's my job to secure all the cabinets when we get ready to go and take pride in all my bungee work.
You should say it's like a spider web in here. And
However,
9 times out of 10, it holds it.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
But there was one time that I forgot the cabinet up above the sink. And that's where I keep all my books, cookbooks, and things like that. Yeah. And thankfully, it wasn't too far down the road. We had been on the road for maybe 30 minutes, stopped to get gas, and we went to this gas station that had, I don't know, a pothole or a curb that you...
Well, no, there was a trailer in front of us, and we were waiting, but we were kind of hanging out in the road. So I was like, you know what, normally, I know you have to have patience, and just wait, but I said, I got to get around this guy. I don't want somebody to hit us. So I went around him, and I thought I had enough room, but I didn't. I mean, I didn't hit anything except a curb, but the Teddy went up and over the curb, and I think that rocking thing was pretty major in here. Mm-hmm. Out there, I didn't feel too bad.
And I just so happened to need to come back into the trailer to get something while we were at the gas station. I walked in, and my books were everywhere. And 2 of my books have, they're 3-ring binder type, and they had popped, and all the pages were everywhere. And so, user error. I forgot to secure that.
Yeah.
So bad on me, but that was one of the issues. The second one, again, another user issue, but I will say it could be explained better in the manuals, whatever, but when you first buy a trailer or an RV, you're getting paperwork that thick.
Oh, yeah, you got... I mean, how many manuals do we get? Manual for the refrigerator.
Oh,
manual for the toilet.
Manual for the fire alarm.
Yeah, manual for the everything. So,
but
I don't think everybody reads all of them.
We stayed at campgrounds pretty much every night.
And we kept wondering, why don't we have cable? We'd hook our cable up. Nothing. It was horrible.
Yeah, we had the cable. We go through, and there's a part with the menu on here that you can select cable or air, and then you can scan for the channels.
Yep.
And so I had figured that out, and I went through, and I had it selected on cable, and none of the channels would come in, and I just couldn't figure it out. And thank you, forums. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, people that have gone through this. It's not obvious, but there is a little button underneath the bench seat over here in this corner that it's lit green when the antenna is in use. If you want to get cable for this TV, you have to press the button to make that green light go off, and then it will pick up your cable.
So basically
TV.
What it does is the antenna is your main source, and then you bypass that by pushing the button, and then it goes to cable.
And we'll do a quick, we plan on doing a quick tips and tricks video for the little guy Max here, with all these little living easier things, so we'll actually be able to show it after. I think Billy would be a little upset with me right now if I moved. But that was one of the issues that we had. 3 different campgrounds planning to watch TV. I needed to catch up on Survivor, and we couldn't because I couldn't figure out the cable
Well,
TV.
we've got it figured out now. We actually even thought it might have been the cable. We bought a brand new cable.
We did.
Yeah,
We went and
20
bought a
extra
new
dollars.
cable.
Anyways,
All
okay.
right. Now, this is one you can definitely talk about. We had an issue with our sway bar.
Yeah, where was it? Where were we pulling out of?
Oak Mountain, maybe?
No, it wasn't Oak Mountain.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Anyways, we were pulling out. All of a sudden, I hear, and it wasn't a sway bar. Oh, the sway bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we also had problems with the
stick on the sway
weight
bar.
distribution. Do we have that in there?
No,
No.
but we'll add it.
Okay. So, with a sway bar, you cannot back up with that sway bar hooked up unless you go exactly 100% straight. And we pulled into to get gas, and we were kind of on a hill a little bit, and I was waiting for somebody to get out of the way, and the car, when I went to move forward, that little gap in between taking your foot off the brake and going on to the gas, the car rolled back. Not too far, maybe half a foot. So that caused our sway bar to bend just a little bit. Not too bad, but a bearing came out of there, and that got lodged inside the grooves where you slide the cotter pin so you can keep that sway bar connected to the trailer. And boy, we played heck getting that out. Finally was able to pop it off of the trailer, and then I had to use a hammer and a flathead screwdriver to get
Tap out that
bearing that had moved into that slot. But anyways, it still works. It's all good. We probably need to get a new one, but I don't know how expensive they are. We got to look at it, but it's working now. And then just to piggyback on that, because I know we didn't put it in the notes, but it just popped into my head. We had an issue with the sway bar, or I'm sorry, the weight distribution hitch. Those bars that are under tension with the chain. We thought we had them in. We were pulling out. We hear ching, ching, ching. This was in Baton Rouge is where that was. And we were dragging it. Again, we were still inside the campgrounds. So went back there, was able to get it back in. I actually saw the clip press in, so I knew that it was secured then. And started moving again. Ching, ching. I was like, what is going on? The other one, same thing. So now that we've got that all squared away, we understand that we actually have to see that clip go in.
We had a propane leak.
Yep. And that is documented in the video that is coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
That was kind of... It really wasn't a nightmare, but, like I say in the video, Murphy's Law, it couldn't have happened when it was 60 degrees. It's going to happen when it's 37 degrees.
Yep.
Okay, so...
The jack that we have.
Yep, flux capacitor broke on that.
The smart jack. It was blinking nonstop, and the light that illuminates the bottom just would not turn off. It had a mind of its own.
Yep.
So we had to fix that. We lost our sewer donut.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I think either a raccoon took it or somebody took it, maybe thought we were trying to throw it away.
We weren't using it where we were plugged in, but Russ had hosed down the bin that we keep the sewer hose in, and the donut had been in there, and we had rinsed and we were letting them dry out. And when we got up in the morning, the bin was there, but the donut was gone. Mm-hmm. So in the 3 weeks that we've been on the road, those are the issues that we've run in. And as you can tell, a lot of them were kind of user error. All right, now time for our viewer engagement section.
Love viewer engagement.
Okay, if you have not figured it out already, Russ loves looking and reading all your comments.
I do.
I mean,
I read it all.
Before I can even get a chance to see a notification, he's already found it.
I'm driving and trying to read it.
No, he is not. I don't allow him to do that. I apologize if I pronounce any names incorrectly. Ilio Kami, he said, we were in Nashville a few weeks ago. Check out Two Rivers Campground, and you must take the Tommy tours. They are also LG Max owners. Well, thank you so much for the comments, and a fellow LG Max owner.
I've seen Ilio on on the Facebook groups there, on the Little
have
Max
you?
Facebook group. Yep.
Well, we will definitely check them out. We are mooch docking right now at my dad's property, as we said, but I don't want to overstay our welcome, so we may definitely check them out. So thank you for the referral.
Gotta let me know what those Tommy tours are too. We'll Google them, but go ahead and comment below what they are.
Yeah, if there's any extra things, we should keep our eye out for that.
Yep.
Adventure Archaeology. He mentioned, I really like the flow of your blogs. Keep it up. Well, thank you,
Thank
Brandon.
you, Brandon. Definitely. Adventure Archaeology is a good friend of mine, treasure hunter as well. Check his stuff out. He digs some amazing bottles.
I still don't approve of it. You guys go 10 feet down in the ground. The earth could fall on top of you. Too dangerous.
Hey, anything for treasure, baby.
Yeah, okay.
I have to admit, I was scared too.
He knew not to take me along when they went because I would have went into full mama mode.
Yep.
And then Stacy Forrest, she commented, and we had read one of her comments yesterday, but she also asked a follow-up question today, and she said, where are you headed for the winter, and what goes into the decision in where to go next?
Okay, so we'll both talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
For the winter, right now we're visiting family for the holidays. We'll be in Florida for Christmas, visiting my family. But after that, we're gonna stay really south, southwest. We're gonna move along the coast, and we're just gonna stay in probably states like Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada,
So our
California.
grand plan is, as Russ said, we're going to stay south, slowly work our way west. But our goal, a place we've wanted to go for about 27 years since we've been married, we want to go to Alaska. So our goal is to work our way west and then work our way up the Pacific coast with a goal of reaching Alaska by next July or August time
A
frame.
lot of treasure hunting in Alaska.
And we'll take you along the entire way.
A lot of gold and the old gold camps. There's a lot of old. There's a guy, Arctic Diggers, on Instagram.
I follow them on Instagram.
My goodness, the old tins and cans and stuff that he digs and how he restores those guys. Check him out on Instagram. I don't know him personally. I would love to meet him, but check him out. He does some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. All right, guys. Well, that's it. We really love your comments, your feedbacks, your replies, your questions, your instructions. Send them to us. Let us know where to go, what to do, what you like about what we're doing, what you don't like about what we're doing, and we'll read it all and reply. Like Carrie said earlier, I love that stuff.
Now make sure to check out our site at theroadsweroam.com. It has more information, some of those in-depth videos as well. One little fact, when we do the videos, when we put them out on YouTube, our blogs will usually offer more behind-the-scenes photos, information, and links to the areas, prices, and GPS coordinates.
Correct.
We can also be found on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. We're getting out there all over the place. So check us out, follow us, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Definitely. Thank you, guys.
Bye.